Isaiah,
Isaiah
who we teach knowledge.
28 and 9.
Yeah, them that are drawn.
Gotcha.
It's right above that precept upon precept.
28 and 9. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 28 and verse 9. It says, For whom shall he teach knowledge,
Right,
and whom shall he make to know, to understand doctrine?
right,
Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast.
right. So what baby? Like I got dogs. I bred dogs. Not all my life constantly, but throughout my life coming up. And the dog that gets sometimes the runts of the litter be the ones who's not on a titty like that. You know what I'm saying? So the most healthiest of your dogs are the ones that's always on that titty. They always sucking that titty, sucking that titty, sucking that titty. You know what I'm saying? Because that milk gonna come out and they gonna constantly just being nourished, constantly being nourished, constantly being nourished. So what? You wanna sit around the waters. You know what I mean? You wanna be close to the pastures, which is what his word. Or if not his word, a brother that's a man of the Lord that what? If he got time or if you got time, you could sit up under him. Cause you know what I mean? Look, a brother that's out here on his own, just trying to figure things out in the spirit. Say you're a man of the Lord. Then you got another brother that's a sincere brother too. But say that sincere brother, he sit up under Apostle Tahar or Elder Manatazak or one of them brothers for what? 20 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? That brother his growth gonna, spurred up. Because what, he's just constantly soaking up game. Why? Because he hanging around those waters. You know what I mean? And the brothers is the sister. You know what I mean? Which is what the well where each brother is like a well where the water is, when you come on a level, you like a well where water is coming out of you. And what them sheep drink of the water that's coming out of you.
Because they can't, you gotta, that's like a meal. You know what I'm saying? You gotta eat every meal or every portion one at a time. You know what I'm saying? That's
All right, let them get this. Read that.
This is John 7:38. He that believeth on me, as the scripture had said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
Right, and if you a water fountain, come on, well, let's think carnally. Imagine you was a fucking walking water fountain. You know people gonna be like, you had a button on you. Like, yo, I'm a walking motherfucking water fountain. You know, people would just be like, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, so it's like that spiritual. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times brothers be around brothers that's water fountains and they don't push the water. Even because a water fountain, you still gotta push the button on the fountain for the water to come out. So if you around knowledgeable brothers, you're supposed to be picking a brain. You know what I'm saying? Hey yo, what you think about you supposed to listen, man, because you might not see that brother again. He might be busy or this and that. You know what I'm saying? Because, if I was around one of the apostles, I'd be strapped. You know what I'm saying? I'd be trying to pick their brain on different things. Because what? It's only going to be a few hours until I probably go or this and that. So you're supposed to pick that brother brain. That says that in the Apocrypha. That thou be amongst great men. Let me get it.
I'm bringing this out.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we're bringing this out yet. Psalms 1 and 3. And he shall be planted, he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper.
That's right, yo. So, man, he said, you shall be like a tree that's by the river. So like the elder said, man, you absorbing everything that's coming from that water, man. And your leaf is not going to wither. You know what I'm saying? Like, just say if you was planting far away, your leaf could wither. You'll fall out. That's just like the parable of the seeds that was planted on different grounds and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be that seed that's deeply rooted, deeply grounded, man.
Right.
Say if you got a plant, right,
Come.
and the sunlight coming from over here and it's shade over here, there's no sunlight here.
Right.
Your plant will start to lean like this towards the light, man.
Come.
So what? You're supposed to lean towards the light.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if the Lord bless you to have a brother or an elder that you can call or this and that.
That's right.
Hey, man, take advantage of that.
That's
Because
right.
some brothers don't have that. They that plant, you know, that's not around, you know, that's not close to the water like that. You know what I mean? They just got it. And the Lord gonna still save them. They could possibly minister the Lord, but they don't have the luxury to be by that water. You know what I mean? They just wasn't chosen or set up or put in that position to be by that water. So they get whatever sunlight or hydration, you know what I mean, that they can. Which is what? When you deal with a plant, and the brother just brought out the beautiful precept that what? We are like plants. And when you go into a plant, the way you feed a plant is through sunlight and through water, which is called what? Photosynthesis. And that's how you feed a plant. So we the Lord's plant, and the way He's feeding us for us to grow is through what? Sunlight and water. So the spiritual photosynthesis is kicking in. But this brother, you gotta get that precept. Read that 32.
Sirach 32 and 9. If thou be among great men,
Right, and a great man is, I mean, you could big your brother up and say, this brother is great, this and that, but a great man meaning like you great in age. But with age comes what? Wisdom. But not age, just like carnally, like physically. You great because you are aged in the truth. So you seasoned, right? So it said, if thou be amongst great men, you just happen to be in a company, read on.
make not thyself equal with them.
Right, and that's the thing a lot of brothers do. You know when you make yourself equal with somebody, people don't know that they do this. You'll be telling them something, and they'll have something to say on top of what you told them. Or they say like, yeah, I know. Or they'll add on instead of just being quiet and listening. You know what I'm saying? Or you making yourself, say you bringing something out, like, it happens all the time, I see it. You know what I'm saying? You'll be bringing something out like, yeah, brother, because, you know, you gotta start, you can't, when the brother tell you his name, you can't be calling them another name and just say, well, I'm gonna just call you this, because, you know, brothers get offended at that. Imagine, hey, Yahweh Shah don't want you messing up his name. People get offended on when you keep fucking up their name.
That's right.
And then he'd be like, instead of he'd be like saying, Khan, you know, the water, brother, he'd say something like, yeah, you know, because, yeah, like, when he'd add on to what you saying, like you not trying to school him on something. He'd just add on to it like you making a general statement. No, I ain't making no fucking general statement. Really, I'm rebuking you. I'm telling you, like, you going off this and that. But a lot of people like to add on their own 2 cents on what you said. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you ain't schooling me. We building, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They give off that saying like, I know something too. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to add on to what you said to make, because look, through the spirit, brothers, all brothers got to know when someone just talking to you chilling, but when they getting on you. Because every brother ain't got to spaz out or mean mug you to get on you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You gotta filter that, like, oh, the brother is trying to tell me I'm going to fuck off. Yeah, because not everybody gonna come off like that. You gotta pick it up through the spirit, like, yo, he's not kicking it with me. He's actually getting in my ass.
Like in school, when a teacher would call roll and they fuck their name up, you're like, nah, it's such and such. Like the scriptures say, what it say, you could be as one who knoweth, but like lay
Lay your hand over your mouth. Right. But hold up, don't get
like
that.
you know the answer, you may know what he going in on, but you gotta receive it. Oh, dang, right, we ain't built.
Right. But a lot of brothers be like, oh, you just making a broad statement.
Yeah.
I ain't making no broad statement.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's, you warning them, you getting in, so it's really just best to listen. You know what I'm saying? Because when you, a lot of times when you when you make yourself equal, it's like, or a lot of times when a brother do that, sometimes he say, yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I knew that already, but, you know what I'm saying? You gotta listen for those introductory words. Yeah, I know. And not just that, because you gotta learn, once you learn the Lord, you can get on the brother like, yo, you gotta learn that Lord's Prayer, man. Not just that, but brothers also gotta know the Psalms 121, because that go along with it too. You be like, kind. You might be like, kind. But sometimes when you interject, you add on, you add a I know, yeah, I know, a but or if, that's kind of making yourself equal to him, in a sense. Now, if brothers building, just bringing out stuff and knowledge, and you add on to it, it all flows, it's beautiful. But if a brother trying to like get on your case a little bit, and it could be in a real brotherly way to where there's no bass in his voice, there's no frustration, there's no frown, it's just real subtle. But you got to be able to decipher and determine, is this a general broad statement, or am I likely being rebuked on what the brother have seen? You know? That's not the point I wanted to make, but since it said that, I had broke it down.
That's like trying to be equal to your house side. Ain't none of us on that level, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like your house side saying something to us, and we like, yeah, I know that is not, nah, man. You ain't on that level, you gotta be humble, man.
Look,
you know?
Period. Even me, it could be a younger brother. If a brother getting on your case, you know how brother get on your case? It's just certain keywords. Yo, brother, you gotta, or you need to. You know what I'm saying? Or you should.
That's right.
Yo, Wak. Or a brother like, yo, Wak. He'll come with the yo, Wak. You need, you should, you gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? That's when you be like, oh, this brother, you know what I'm saying? He coming at me. But it could be like, it could be in a sense of like, it could be so subtle that you might not pick it up. It just see certain key introductory words that people use to show where they stand.
So it goes back to the soft answer turning for way wrath.
A soft answer turning for way wrath, a grievous word stir up anger.
Right.
Here it comes. Right. Read that.
If thou be amongst great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when ancient men are in place, use not many words.
Yeah, and when ancient men are in place, use not many words. You know what I'm saying? Because what? You really, in a sense, you trying to get this motherfucker to start talking. Hey, that brother Yaradon used to do this. The one in the Atlanta camp. If he was talking and you cut him off, he'd just shut down. He'd just, Mahar told me this. He was like, yeah, man. Yaradon was talking, bringing something out, and you wasn't cut him off, interrupt him, he'd just shut down. He'd be like, all right, bro, you got it. Or like he was teaching, and it could be cockiness to the degree depending on how you use it. But his spirit was more like, and you wasn't like, yeah, because this and that, and he was bringing out something. At times, he'd just be like, hey, bro, you got it, you got the fear. He'd just let you rock, you know? But you gotta watch that, you know how he was. So it could be, it could have been like cockiness or this and that. But I understand his point of, of doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Apostle Tahar bringing out something. You know, keep talking. You know what I'm saying? Because what, you don't know what Jews gonna come out of this man's head.
That's right.
You like, shit, man, keep talking.
That's right.
You like, yo, you try to throw the hand and interrupt. Brothers might look at you like, yo, don't cut him the fuck off.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Let them keep talking. Shit, man, I'm trying to. You know what I'm saying? He might let some Jews loose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That could like possibly save your ass.
Right.
You know?
And
Finish
that's
that.
like, yo, and that's going to like when you around a great man is he's gonna speak words, but whenever he opens his mouth, it's gonna mean something. You know what I'm saying? A great man, whenever he opens his mouth, it's gonna mean something, like the elder said. So you gotta hold on to it. That's why you want to keep him speaking. You know what I'm saying? Because he's dropping jewels.
Yeah, you want to pick a lot of older brothers in the spirit, and I'm not necessarily saying myself, right? I'm not, but I'm just hitting a point, right? A lot of brothers that's on levels in the spirit, their mind is like a gold mine, and you want to like pick at that shit the best you could.
Right.
You know, yo, what you think about this or this and that? What's your take on this?
Right.
You know, whatever, man. You know what I mean? You just, you know, hey, in the world, the illest young niggas was the ones who hung around the older niggas. You be like, yo, like Fresh. Yeah, the movie Fresh, that little nigga was way advanced of them other niggas. Why? Because all he did was fuck with older niggas. His father and all them older niggas he fucked around with. So he soaked up hella game. Like he was like way past like the people on the level of the people his age. And that's where you get the term young OG. You know what I mean? But you young as hell, but you reach OG status. You like 24, but you a OG. You like 19 or 22. They be like, yo, this nigga 19, how the fuck he OG? Because when he was 11 or 12 and 9, all he did was hang out with old heads. And you a step to him, he'll look at you with that seriousness, like how Fresh was. Fresh was like solid. You know what I'm saying? You look at Fresh, you like, yo, that little nigga solid. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you could chill with us any fuck. You know how you send little niggas home, like, yo, you get sick, you know what I'm saying? Yo, yeah.
Or you'll send him to the store for money. And you can tell that AZ from Page 4 was around the older dudes. He was like, you don't want to get your sister boyfriend? Like, nah, I can't stuff. Like, he was like, nah, over households, like, come on, we gonna go to DC. Like, nah. You can tell he was getting schooled by older people.
That's right.
He wasn't following the rest of the
Hey, AZ, that right? He said, you could tell somebody raised me with sense. We all need something to help us do our daily events. Yeah. He said, by meeting me, you could tell I was brought up by somebody that's sensible. You know what I mean? So,
I got appreciate what you.
but finish that, because I got, hey, the spirit though is like the wind is having it blow them. Really, we supposed to be into prophecies, but the Lord got this coming out. So, I mean, this is, prophecy is cool. But character helps you helps get you salvation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So because prophecy gonna roll, but character is for forever. You know what I'm saying? So
On this Easter Sunday.
So called.
If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when ancient men are in place, use not many words. Before the thunder goeth lightning, and before a shamefaced man shall go favor. Rise up betimes, and be not the last.
no, that's it. It's just getting into get that Psalms 23 back. It's another.
It
You got
said
another
before the
precept.
lightning
Yeah, I got
comes. It
I
said,
got something kind of add to
it
it.
said before the lightning comes to the thunder. So that's order, right?
Yeah,
So you gotta be in order. Joe, just like the other night when we came down here, we saw chariots going down that narrow path all together, back to back to back. But it was one at a time. That's order, man. So this thing is all about order.
Yeah, and what Jake is, look, you gonna have men over you, even when we get in the kingdom.
Right, that's right. That's
Jake
right.
act like I'm the last on the bottom. And even if you was the last brother on the bottom, like a prospect, there's gonna be new men coming in.
That's right.
So you always gonna have men over you. It's life. You got men over you, you got men under you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And you, and as time going and on in the truth and you grow, you gonna have men under you.
That's right.
There's a scripture that speaks on the least of the fly.
Yeah, come on.
You know, like you gotta like animals can teach you order. Like
Con.
when wolves travel and they pack, or I think they call them packs.
Yeah, con,
like,
wolf pack.
The strongest would be like even the head of the pack would be behind. Women and children would be in the front, the older, like older wolves bringing it down, or we they would be in the middle, so nobody would be left behind. The
That's
strongest one was always back in the back.
That's like
They
playing
travel.
chess.
Yeah.
The chessboard, what you do? You got
Your pawns is
everything.
blocking.
Exactly.
Your 8 pawns is blocking the whole front line.
When you have the wolves in the back, the storms in the back, they can see everything. So
God, that's right. Joe, that's right, bro. And that's actually protecting them. Because if you can see everything ahead, you can warn them, and you can run out ahead and protect the ass, man. So that's actually wise, man. Because you see the that's being a watchman, man. You see the trouble coming. But you, like, matter of fact, prime example, the way the Lord has his men right now, man. He has them in plain sight amongst the sheep, the wolves, the pawns, and all that. The rooks, he got his men right here, man. And they speaking to you now. And they protecting you. Why? Because they see what's coming, man. And what? When everything goes down, they're going to be the first one to jump on the battlefield. Just like they was the first ones to jump on the battlefield to protect you now through the truth, by even speaking the truth to you. If you ain't have a brother like this and brothers like this, like-minded, man, you wanted, and the apostles, man, you wouldn't know shit, man. You would still be stuck in your lackadaisical stage, man. Fuck up.
Ain't thinking how about Shinny shot for the enemy.
That's right,
Because it's like you could
That's
be
right.
in a brother's presence or pick Jews from his brain without fully actually being around him.
That's right, brother.
You can hit the common board and just hopefully he respond to it.
That's right, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But to actually have a brother that could be like a water fountain around you, or his number, or you could call him directly is a blessing, man.
That's right.
'Cause, you know, in the truth coming up, I didn't have that.
Con.
You know, I was just kind of learning and coming along and going as I go. I had to make trial and error, make mistakes, bump my head, and learn like that, you know. Finish that Psalms 23, and we go down.
verse 3, he restored my soul.
Right, the Lord restore your soul. How the Lord restore your soul? With this truth, man. It says what? Comfort one another with these words, man. That's why when you come around a brother, you feel restored. You feel refreshed, man. You know? He restored your soul. Read on.
No jelly.
He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake.
Names.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil.
Right, in the valley of the shadow of death. Give me Isaiah 9:2. The valley of the shadow of death is America. Because what, this coronavirus, but it's death floating all around you. You know, car accidents got a certain amount of deaths every year. Abortions got a certain amount of death. Straight bullets got a certain amount of death. Diabetes, high blood pressure, congested heart failure. All that shit got a body count every year.
Damn.
So you got death. Hey man, they got this app in North called RLS Media. Man, I'll be reading that shit. So basically it's like a news app for North. If any shooting go on, any robbery go on, it's a news app just for North.
They got one fully too.
Yo, this shit, I be like, what this shit, all this shit be going on at?
And you be right around it.
Yo,
And
you
it never come
be,
to
I
you.
be like, all of this shit be going on here.
Fuck your head up.
Yeah, you got to show.
Now, I know shit go on in it's a city, you know what I'm saying, but I'm like, what the fuck?
When you see it.
I was subscribed to that shit, I'm reading the stories constantly. I'm like, what all of that shit going on here? So you just surrounded by motherfucking hell.
Definitely.
But you're not bearing witness to these crimes, and you might hear a shit here and there, and you're not seeing them, or it's not happening to you. So kind of in a way, it's like this shit not. You know it's there, but you moving like it's not there.
That's right, bro.
But in all reality, you got death angels and shit going on, all kinds of shit happening around you. You know?
And yo, if I may, and that's heavy, what the elder said, because you move through all that like nothing's happening. And the way the Lord designs it, because if you saw that shit, you might bug out and trip. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But the Lord, he got that hedge on you. You cover under his wings when you come into the truth and you really believe, man. And that's what he's saying, but with the scripture right here, man. You know, you gotta move the way the Lord say move. once you start reading shit, you like, damn, I'm right up the street from this shit. I ain't see that shit. That might have happened an hour after you went to work, an hour before you came home from it. You don't know. But it's here, man. The death angel is running rampant right now, man. You've been running rampant. But it's about to get on that high level, man. You know? So you gotta have that faith. You're gonna start seeing them dead bodies drop on you, man. You're gonna see them dead bodies drop on your ass, man. Right next to you, and it's all about the faith of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Rahab Kadas to get you through it, man.
That's right. That's right, brother.
Isaiah 9:2. The people that walk in darkness have seen a great light. They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death.
Right, see, that in Psalms 23, it said the valley of the shadow of death. But right here, it says, read it again, because that's heavy, man.
I got this highlighted. The people that walk in darkness have seen a great light.
And that's the elect, man. Because what? We was walking in darkness, but we seen this great light, which is what? This truth, man. Read on.
They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them hath the light shone.
See, you go, which is it, right here in Babylon, meaning what the Lord is waking us up. So right here when it said, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, it's talking about Babylon, America. Read on.
I don't feel no evil.
Yeah, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
Right now, a rod is also represent what? It represents rulership. Right? So what? The fact that what? We Israelites, the fact that we believe this truth, the fact that we've been enduring in this truth, the fact that we know one day we'll be granted the kingdom, the fact that we possibly part of the elect, that comforts us. That comforts us. Because all the hell you going through when you think of the kingdom, you be like, man, this is worth it. This is definitely worth it. And then comfort and whatever you're going through. That's why I said, thy rod and thy staff comfort me. If you check out a shepherd, he uses his staff to guide the sheep.
Yeah.
And the staff is what? The word.
Yeah.
The staff is the word. So the word comfort us. The Lord using the word as a GPS device to guide the sheep through the land of the valley of shadow of death and protect us and lead us to salvation.
And the staff had like a curve to it, so we get out of line.
Yeah, because which is what? Which is the word.
That's right. Correct.
Because what? As we get out of the line, we get corrected through what? The word. Because a brother ain't gonna get on you unless he's getting on you through the word.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? A true brother. Ain't no fuck that person. Ain't that personal. Say that shit. Let Eve deal with that personal shit. That we meant. Look, if I'm getting on your ass, it's through the word.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And scripture's gonna come out.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
You
right.
just get on it, brother. For 40 minutes and don't pull out no scriptures. Because he might think you making this shit up. So you gotta show him like, nah, it's the now if that brother's spiritual enough, he would know that what, nah, it was the Lord speaking through that man. But a lot of times like, yo, bro, that's how you personally feel. But no, I was speaking scriptures the whole time. That's why everything is backed by this book. The scripture says, if any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God.
That's
man.
right. That's right.
You know?
That's
Can't
right,
go wrong
bro.
with that.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, brother.
Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies.
Yo, what's that table? That table is right here, man. And our enemies, yo, we at the table eating, man. You know what I'm saying? We actually at the table eating. In the presence of our enemies, who's our enemy? Esau is our enemy, man. The ones setting up all these laws that go against us. The ones that want us to be destroyed. The ones that want to see our demise, our downfall. You know what I'm saying? The ones that want to keep their kingdom going. But your kingdom is done, man. You only got but so long to reign, man. You know what it say? Nothing lasts forever. Like that song, Dust in the Wind by Kansas. You know what I'm saying? It be like, don't hang on. nothing lasts forever, but something say on me. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. And that's all East, that's all war is, man.
And the Lord said, why is earth and ashes proud?
That's right, that's right.
Which
That's
is what?
right.
Dust.